glad you could make it this year. Now, I know some of you weren't here last time, and you might not have known what actually happened, so I thought I'd write a little book, and if you haven't read the book, I could read it to you. Would that be all right, everybody? Lovely. Well, this is the story from last year, all about how Negus saved the day. Father Christmas was jolly and full of good cheer, knowing that Christmas was getting so near. The nice list was longer than it had ever been, and the incredible gifts were a sight to be seen. The elves packed the sleigh, but all was not well, as the runners gave way and the presents all fell. With a crack and a thud, toys went awry. How can we deliver the gifts now? They did cry. With no sleigh to take festive gifts round the world, all the plans the elves had for Christmas unfurled. But through all the hustle and bustle, "Don't worry," cried Peppermint. "I've had an idea, but let's hurry." Peppermint's plan was one of the best. It stood out as better than all of the rest. Let's talk to our friends at Cotswold Airport. The staff are a kind and generous cohort. On the phone they explained the problem they had. The airport agreed that it was indeed bad. But the plane they call Negus, the airport surmised, could help with the plight of the sleigh's sad demise. But she has no fuel, the airport then thought, and with such short notice no fuel could be bought. "Don't worry," smiled Peppermint. "No need to try. We'll pull it along, the reindeer can fly." With no time to waste, the elves began wrapping, whilst others on board were busy with stacking. The gifts soon piled high all over the place, and the airport was watching, so they picked up their pace. The checklist was ticked, all was going as planned, excitedly waiting for reindeer to land. The runway was filling as each one arrived, and the plane was now bursting with presents inside. The elves were all busy at the front of the plane, seeing to reindeer and harnessing reins. They looked to the cockpit, and there at the window was dear Father Christmas, who called out, "Time to go!" Doors set to automatic, and checklist completed. This brave crew of elves knew they wouldn't be defeated. Now, with old Father Christmas and Negus the plane, they knew their efforts would not be in vain. "Ready for takeoff," Father Christmas declared, to which Peppermint replied, "I'm not scared. I'm not worried, not even a shiver. Never before have we failed to deliver." As they started to pull up into the sky, the reindeer enjoyed the snow flying by. The thump of the wheels as they retracted inside made them feel cheery, with smiles oh so wide. They were up in the sky when a voice from the tower said, "Turn to your left to avoid that rain shower." They did as instructed and flew off out of sight, then headed down south on that magical night. Australia bound, they flew low over Sydney. Such a wonderful sight, the reindeer had to agree. With China, India, Egypt and Ukraine, the journey was swift with the help of the plane. New York was quiet, with lights all aglow. The elves working hard as they glanced down below, and Peppermint said they were sure that right then the Statue of Liberty was waving at them. London was delightful, and Paris was too, as over the Eiffel Tower they flew, delivering gifts with joy, hope and love from the team in the plane that was soaring above. "That's it," Father Christmas laughed, checking his map. "Our work here is done. Let's head home for a nap." With a cry and a cheer, they turned back to base, knowing each child would wake with a smile on their face. At Cotswold Airport, the staff anxiously waited, and seeing the plane, they all were elated. Then touching down softly, the elves gave a cheer, knowing the airport had saved Christmas that year. Old Father Christmas turned to Negus the plane. "Now wasn't that fun? We must do it again." The staff at the airport stood glowing with pride, knowing they'd helped with this wonderful ride. As the children awoke, all so very excited, unwrapping their gifts, ecstatic, delighted. None of them guessed what had taken place that night, how Christmas was saved with this magical flight. This is North Pole Control. I repeat, this is North Pole Control. The magic portal will be open for 2 minutes for all visitors to return to the airport. This is the last magical portal before Christmas Day, meaning if you missed this, then we cannot get you back to your homes before Christmas Day. Please make sure you have all your belongings with you and make your way through the portal. Remember, if you've eaten too many mince pies or gingerbread, you may experience strange sensations in your tummy. The best way to counteract these problems is to sing Christmas songs as loudly as possible whilst passing through the portal, after activating using the traditional goodbye way. Oh dear, I'm afraid you only now have 1 minute before this portal closes. Oh dear, I better stop talking. Bye!